Okay, so I loaded up this this guy, and I'm gonna transfer it on here really quick. So I'm just gonna trace this really fast, and I just wanted you to be able to see how I did that. So you did all that part. Okay, now this. See what I do. Wait a minute. Okay, I did this part. All right, now I can do this. His chin. He did not do that. He didn't do his nose yet. Yep, I did do that part under there. Let's do his Grinchy smile. And his, whatever, I forgot what that's called on your lip. I should have a whole face. Am I missing anything? Nope, that's all good. Let's do his neck. Let's do his fluffy collar. I'm really curious to see what everyone does. It's one arm, the other arm, his body. Done. Yep. Okay. That's one down. Where's the rest of them? Second one. This guy. Got it right there. It's good. Down there. And go to town. This one comes all the way around. Did I get that line? Yeah, I did. Okay, well that's all good. Got the brows. Outline. And on the eye. I did do that line. These little stress marks on his nose. Do his little nose, little heart-shaped nose. And his eye. I think I did not do the other parts around the eye. I know I didn't do that line or that line. I'm not sure about the eyebrow. Oh, I did do the eyebrow. Okay, now I'm down to here. Didn't get this. Didn't get this line. Didn't do this line. Those little freckles. Those are actually holes for whiskers. I also added a couple that are not written on here. What am I missing? I'm missing this line. What else am I missing? This line. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, anything? Okay, let's go down to his neck. Okay, let's do this. This comes down. Let's see, we get this part. I think I'm done. This part right here. Okay, that looks good. Oh, I didn't realize that was on there. That's two guys, two of you. Done. Next one. Okay. Let's start out with a pineapple top. This is Grinch number 1. So if you haven't seen my house today, after that whole windstorm, I lost my Grinch and hands. They're on the roof. I'll pull them down, but I don't know. I mean, I'm ready to take them down, but I'm going to keep them up for the party, and then I'm going to take them down because we're leaving the next day after the party. Going to Cabo. Ooh. I'm not sure about going to Mexico myself, you know, with the incoming regime, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully I'll come back unscathed and alive. Haha. Okay, I'm gonna do this one different. I'm just gonna go the whole perimeter, and then I'll come back and do the eyes. Okay, let's see if I did. What did I do here? It didn't come down. There's a little mark there. That's all done. That's done. That's done. Yes, 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 yes. I did not do these. Do those, that, and this. I'll do this little round nose and that highlight. Under eyes. And got his cheek. Okay, so I got all his pineapple tuft. All right, so now I can do his eyebrows. Eyeball. Okay, that's that eye. That's all done. Yep, all that. Oh, I didn't get these 3 stress marks here. Do this. Do that outline of the eye. And next one in. Iris. I think that's it. Yep. That's good. And now I just need to do his mouth. Yep, look at that. Okay, and then I'm just going to do his neck really quick. Done. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's 3. My last guy is my little doggy. This one comes close to the edge, but I'm gonna do it sure that's right side up. Or right side down, I guess. Okay. Let's do his hat. A little highlight. Do that line and then this line and see, I'm gonna stop there. Kind of the Batman eyes going on. This one's going to be a little bit, I don't know, clumsy looking. That's okay. A little heart-shaped nose. And what else have I got? Oh, I forgot the little poof on the end there. Let's see. And outline his face. Mouth. That Grinch eating grin. Let's bring that out. Well, let me do this. And that's going to go off the page. Okay. Okay, just the neck down. Now the neck. Really quickly. Do his fluffy collar here. And let's do his arm. Okay, so this is the dog's head and back. Let's do the other side of his head and his big cheek. Do the collar, the two rings on the collar, his leg. All right, and then we'll do his ear. And the tuft on his head and his other ear. The inside of the ears. This is the inside of the ear. Or I don't, yeah, that's the inside of the ear, and then this is the space in between the shirt and the ear. Just little space. 3 hairs. Let's do this eye. Got the nose. And big doggy smile. I think I got it. And done. That was quick. Anything? I don't think so. Yeah, it's good. Okay then. So the next thing is to color everything in. So let me throw this all over here. All right. So one rule is when you're doing your paints, what you want to do is, if you want a light color, you want to mix like 90% of the light color to just a dab of the dark color. So you can determine which one's light and which one's dark, but for this Grinch green, what I did was I used this green and the white right next to it. So I'm going to start out with that. I have my water right here. I have my palette. And I just want to check and make sure that everything is good. You can still see. Oh, you can't see everything. Let's make it that way. So now you can see the paint, the water, the palette, all that. How far over can you see that? I'm just gonna have one. Okay, so I'll try to keep this right here. All right, so I'm gonna open the white. Okay, and the green, and take note, so these are acrylic paints, and I have already painted all of this, and so I didn't have any problem. I didn't lose any paint. I mean, see, I still have a lot of paint in the buckets. So here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, oh, I'm sorry, I did not use white. Take that back. Yeesh. I used yellow with that green to make that chartreuse color. Oh, see, I'm contaminated there. So I took a lot of this yellow and I stuffed it in here into the palette. And then I took just a tiny dab of the green, just a teeny bit. See, it's not even that much. And I started with that, and it's kind of still really yellow. It's a lot lighter than I like. So I'm going to add a little tiny bit of green. Another, oops, a little tiny bit. Okay, that's what I'm looking for right there. This color. I wonder if you can see that. Okay, so see, it's kind of a little bit thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip this in the water, and I'm going to bring in some water. I'm going to drop some water in here, maybe 2 times. So now it's getting thin. Nice and thin. Okay, I think I'm going to make it thinner. All right, so when I go down on the paper, which you'll use your canvas, so this is like so thin. See how thin it is? You can see right through it. It's okay if you get kind of sloppy, because I know I'm going to go over this part with a darker color. And I know I'm going to go in the background with a darker color. So I'm just going to go ahead and you just fill it, block it in. Really rough. So this guy is going to be green faced. The thing is, let's see, if I wanted to do yellow on the eyes, I probably would not touch it with the green, because that particular spot is going to become yellow, and it's hard to go back to yellow whenever you have the green on there. Okay, so you just go in here and you just paint away. See how easy this is? It's so quick. All right. All right, and I'm using the big brush that came with your kit. All right, so now what I'm going to do is, all right, I want to save this color for my other paintings, because I'm going to paint them also. I don't know if I should do them, but I'm going to do one at a time right now. So now what I'm going to do is I forgot. I'm going to add a little more water. Forgot to do this guy's hair. Okay. Now, if you were going to do a lighter background, you'd want to stay within the lines. But since I'm not, I'm going to make sure that I have it all blocked in. Okay. So the other thing I did too was, I'm going to paint his little neck on this one. Okay. So, because I made his neck gold on this one. See, that one's gold. But, so see how I have all these extra little lines here? So what I did was, well, this guy's really yellow compared to this one. What I did was, I'm gonna add more green. I'm gonna make a darker green. I'm gonna do it over here. What am I gonna do? I'll take some of this. I'll put it over here. And then, so that's too dark. It's darker than I like. What I'm doing is I'm doing a shadow, okay? And I want it to be in the same kind of family as the other part. It's a little too much green. So I'm gonna go and steal some yellow. Lighten it with yellow. No, it's getting there. I'm gonna lighten it with a little more yellow. And see how it doesn't take very much paint at all to do this. It's still way too light. I mean, way too dark. I'll put more yellow. Contaminating that one. So scrape off some of this color. And go in the back here. And get a lot of yellow. Okay. Oh, that's getting much better. That's much better. Okay. Yeah, so I would try to stick to those two colors. You don't want it to get too muddy. Let's see what it's going to look like. And in fact, I might just paint him all over. It would be better if it was canvas because it wouldn't be wrinkling like this, but because this paper, you know how paper is with water. But anyway, now he's starting to look a little more dimensional. I like it a little more. I'll put this. See, it's not even nothing neat or fancy or anything like that. I'm just like whacking away here. And what I could do is I could take a little bit darker and, kind of try to block it a little more underneath his eyes, underneath the nose, the bottom part of his chin. Technically, I could add not more green, but I would add another color to make it a little tiny bit darker. Could do that. It's not the end of the world if anything goes whatever. You can't really screw it up that much, I don't think. But anyway, okay, so I'm just gonna. That's decent. It's not quite the same green as that one, but it's still green. So that's good. All right, so I'm gonna clean out this brush. Here's my little piece of paper towel. I'm gonna blot it, clean it, blot it, get the paint out of it. Okay, then let's see what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna take this one. The only other color that I really need is something here. So what color can I put here? I think I'm gonna do the dark blue this time. And I'm gonna close these two. And I'm gonna open up this this blue, the dark blue. And I'm gonna mix a little bit of what? If I do that, it'll turn to mud. No good, no good. No, I don't want it lighter. Maybe some purple. I'll put some purple in there. So here's what I'm gonna do. They're both kind of the same darkness, but I was opening it backwards. Okay, so I want it to be primarily blue. So I'm gonna take more blue than purple. I'm just gonna highlight it with a little bit of purple. Not too much. Okay. It just makes it more red, actually, because purple has red in it. Red and blue make purple. Oh, this one's really dark. Okay. This would have probably been a better background color, but that's okay. We'll make this shirt that dark. I'm still using the big brush. Okay. blocking this in really fast. Oh, got some paint on my table. Do that. I don't have to worry. I'm going to, this has a nice chiseled end on this brush, so it's really good for, oops, I went into the wrong place. That's okay. Here we go. Paint that really quick. And there's his arm over here. See, I didn't add any water to this one. So that's why it's really nice and thick color, as a dark color. Okay, that's good. Now model that a little bit. Okay, makes it look a little furry, a little bit. Okay, so now clean the brush again. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put red. See, this is the tissue that I used whenever I was painting all these. I'm still using the same one, the same piece of paper towel. Okay, so I'm going to close that, and I'm done with those right now. And I'm going to do this in red. It's going to look kind of patriotic. Is it red's good? Green? No, no, no. Pink? No. Maybe I have to do a dark background. You know what? I might do a black background or a gradated background that goes from black to another color or whatever. Or, oh, you know what'd be fun is a striped background. Yeah, maybe I'll try that. See if I can whip one of those out. Should I make this pink or orange? Yeah, the heck with it, I'll go with the red. I'll just make it a lighter red. And then I'm going to use the gold pen on this, on his collar. Okay. So now I'm going to flip to, I got 6 pots here. I think I'm going to use a smaller brush. Yeah, what the heck. I haven't used a smaller brush yet. So I'm going to put some red in here. A little bit of red. It's not going to take a lot. I'm going to get some water. I'm going to thin it out with some water. And I'm going to blur it in. You know what? If you don't like it, you can always change it somehow. One way or the other. Oh. And oh, you know what? Okay, so when we do the if you're gonna just watch this and then you're gonna paint during the Zoom, you know, which would be fun if you joined us for that. I need to have some people on there at least. We don't have to, but it'd be fun if I did. You could make your loaded your loaded hot chocolate for those of you who can drink alcohol. I'm sorry for those who can't, but, well, I mean, I'm not a huge drinker myself, but, okay, see, look at that, it's already filled in. Good. It actually kind of worked out nice that there was blue on the edge. You know what? I'm going to use a little tiny bit of blue. I'm going to blur that on the edges there. Give it a little bit of dimension. Just a tiny bit on the edges. Yeah. Oops, too much. Oh, too much water. I got the water on here. That's okay. Whatever accidents do happen, just creates something different. Okay. Okay. So that's that. All right. Now, okay, so now, what have I got left? Oh, I should probably do his nose in red. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, here's a little red. Do his little nose. Hopefully I'm not blocking the camera, or hopefully you can see it. You probably couldn't see any of that. I probably went to the wrong space. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna like make his whole eyes red. And actually, technically, all around his eyes and stuff, I'm just gonna let it be black. So I'm gonna just block it in really fast. Okay. So he's got his red nose. All right, so now for the black. Close this red. Open the black. Using the thin little brush. I'm just going straight into the black. You have to be aware that it's really thick. It's not really thick, but it's not see-through when you do it like this. If you want to keep the dark, you can roll your, just go like that whenever you're getting your paint. Roll it on the edge a little tiny bit, and then it'll keep your point. See, there's a little piece right there that I didn't paint green. Okay, so I'll try doing it this way. Fill that in. It's close. Really close. Crazy eyes here. I'll make him a black eye. And do black on the top of his nose. Okay, and then there. But you can still see what I'm doing. Drag this one. And oh, and then this way. I'm gonna fill in his little eye. And draw, oh. And then I need to fill in his mouth. Okay, so this line here, this line here, and this line here. Try doing his mouth. Okay, I'm going to do this line here. Touch the water a little bit. Okay. That came out okay, I think. Need to put a little line here. Okay. So far, it's good. So far, so good. What should I do? What else? I think, okay, so I'm going to stop there on the black. I'm going to fill in, I gotta need to do the background. So really quickly, I'm going to do the background. Ooh, let's bleed that off. Okay, so now I have, what am I going to do for the background? Should I do black? Oh, I was going to do stripes, that's right. You know what I might do? Is I might take a little pencil, if I have a pencil. Do I have a pencil? I don't think so. I have a pen. What color pen is that? That's blue. No good. A black pen. Yeah, this is a semi-okay black pen. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, do I have a straight edge? I have a straight edge here. Let me go. Okay, so you can just take a little ruler or a straight edge or whatever. Some of that paint's kind of wet, so just beware of that. I'm just going to lightly put in lines. Uh-oh. See, I got paint now on there. It means something's not dry. Okay, well, let me come back to this in a second. Oops. Hang on.